Hi all, how are you? Fine, very good. Today we are going to see the Nimbu pickle activity part 3. Yes, you all remember first day we cut the lemon and put in the bottle and added salt. Next time we added sugar. Today we are going to see how it tastes, how it looks. Okay? Fine. But before that I want to talk to all the parents. Yes, I am also a parent, so I want to talk to all the parents, the children who are fit and children who are challenged. Yes, their parents. I want to talk to all the parents. Every day we hear hundreds of sentences from our children that I can't do this, I don't know how to do this, and so many things they say, I don't know how to do this, I have not gone through this, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Why this happens? Why this happens? These are all the easy tasks at home, household chorus. But we, as a parent, we are not allowing our children to do these things. We make them handicapped. Yes, bluntly, I am saying we make our children handicapped. Fit children, physically fit, mentally fit, socially fit children become handicapped as they say, I can't do this, I can't do that, don't tell me that work, I don't know how to do this. Because from the childhood, we don't allow our children to do different things. Okay, मुझे आटा गूंदना नहीं आता इज अ हैंडीकैप. मैंने कपड़े कभी नहीं धोए, मुझे नहीं आता इज अ हैंडीकैप. माय मदर नेवर टोल्ड मी टू स्वीप द फ्लोर. माझ्या आईने मला कधी केर सुद्धा काढू दिला नाही. ॲज अ मदर आय एम मेकिंग माय चाइल्ड हँडिकॅप. अँड अगेन देर इज अ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. This is boys' work, this is girls' work. No, each and every work is for both boys and girls. The strength, everything, mental health, strength, everything is almost same if the child is fit. Okay. So you must have seen young children, small children imitating us. Sometimes the child takes the cloth and goes to the washroom, bathroom, and tries to clean it with the soap, wash it with the soap. Sometimes the child says, I will clean the utensils, I will sweep the floor, I want to help you in cleaning vegetable. But what is our answer? No, you are small and your work is to study. Study and get good marks. Study and get good marks. That is the only sentence our children hear from us and which they always hate. Yes, they hate it. They don't like again and again doing the monotonous work. So I feel bring the education in practical. Make learning happy. Happy learning is important. Make education practical. Okay, make it practical and learning should be enjoyable. Child should enjoy learning. So bring the books on the floor. What is bring the books on the floor? Bring the books on the floor means from the beginning, the books, the lessons which are having, the children are having the lessons in the book are around us, which we are not using. So bring the books on the floor. So how they are connected? The history is connected to kitchen and full house. Language is connected. language is connected, maths is connected. They are interconnected subjects which we carry in day to day life. Every day we live with history. We talk about history. Yes, we talk about maths. We talk about language in everyday life. So, if you bring the books on the floor, children will learn very easily. The concepts will get cleared. Their concept of history, their concept of maths, their concept of language, they will get cleared. The basic problems will get solved. So, make it practical. Education should be practical, and learning should be enjoyable. It should not be monotonous. Okay. So, we don't allow our children to do day to day chorus household work. This way, we make our children physically, mentally, and socially handicapped. Even if they are fit, we make them handicapped, because after some days or after some years, they say, I don't want to do this, I'm not interested, I don't know how to do it, because you have not allowed your child to do it and the child has lost interest in it. Okay. So, what about handicapped children? If your fit child says, I don't know how to do it, I don't want to do it, what about unfit child? Unfit child means challenged child, handicapped child. Nowadays, we don't use the term handicap, we use challenged people, challenged children. Because every day they face hundreds of hurdles in their work. Even if it is an easy task, they feel difficult. Why? Because they are unfit physically, mentally, socially. They have communication problem, they have physical problem, they have many other different problems, vision problem, speech problem. They have different problems, so they have to face many difficulties in life. To make these difficulties easier in their life, we have to work with them from the beginning. The child takes time. Physically challenged child, mentally challenged child takes time to do any work, any type of work. It needs more time than the fit child, than the normal child. If we say, I don't have time and I will finish the work, the child will not learn. And the child is not going to learn in one attempt. Your fit child, your normal child is going to learn in 1 or 2 attempts. And this challenged child may take 5 times or more time, more attempts than the normal child. It may take 5 attempts, 6 attempts, maybe more, depends on their on their handicap. Sometimes they are borderline, sometimes they are mild, moderate, severe. It depends on their severeness of handicap. So please allow your child to do the tasks, even if it is wrong, even if it takes time. Please let your child do the task. Help the child, stay with the child, and keep your calm. Yes. And self-help skills should be taught first. Whenever you go out with your challenged child, the first thing you face is self-help skill. So they should learn to bathe, they should learn to go to the toilet, clean, wash, brush teeth, everything, all type of self-help skills should be taught. It may take time, but you have to. And if you give more exposure to gross motor skills and fine motor skills to your fit child and unfit child, they will learn more, they will be capable more. So give exposure of gross motor skill and fine motor skill. You must be thinking, what is gross motor skill and fine motor skill? I will present it in my next lecture. Yes, next video. I will talk about gross motor skill and fine motor skill and different types of handicap in easy way. Yeah. Okay. Now we'll come to our lemon pickle part 3. So this is lemon pickle now, which is having salt, sugar and lemon and chili. Yes, so we'll take it out in the bowl and we'll taste it. Yes, okay. See, look at the color. The lemon has become little dark. It is not brown, but it is not even complete yellow. It has become little darker side. Yes, okay. I will take it out. And I am going to taste it. See, now I will taste it. You taste your pickle which is made by you. Okay, I will taste it and tell you how it is. Nice it is. Little sour, but I like this way. I like sour. It is not spicy. If you want little spicy, put one more, add one more chili, slit it and add it, and sugar also. If you want more sweet, you can add sugar. If you have made it with jaggery, you can add more jaggery according to your likings. Okay, now how to use this pickle? See, I will show you. Dal rice, you can use khichdi, dal khichdi. You can use moong dal khichdi, chilke wali moong dal khichdi and papad. I am using dal rice. I am eating this pickle with dal rice, potato, vegetable and pickle. And if you want, you can enjoy with papad also. I will. You can see it. Okay, so enjoy dal rice, potato vegetable pickle or khichdi, papad and pickle. Enjoy it, and I will come up with different recipes, different activities, not only recipes, different activities based on fine motor skill, gross motor skills, etc., etc. And I will talk about handicap or challenged people, their difficulties, their problems and so on. Okay, so till then, bye.